everyone. Dr. Stohler, Fundamental Health Solutions. It's welcome to a Move Right Monday. We're super glad to have you here today. Today we're going to just sit down and talk a little bit about what the purpose is of Move Right Monday. You know, from my perspective, when people come in, most of my clients are trying to apply a fitness solution to a rehab problem, or they're applying no solution to a rehab problem. So my emphasis and my bias is obviously more towards rehabilitation. Now, when we get under the umbrella of rehabilitation, there's many aspects that have to take place. So my thought process in all that is, when I assess somebody, is what do they need? What is their movement diet deficient in? And what I try to do with the exercises is supplement what they're missing. So we look at it as these Move Right Monday exercises are supplements to a deficient movement pattern, just like we might prescribe supplements to a deficient diet. Now, how do you know you're deficient? Well, you know, we might have to do blood tests if we're looking at your nutrition, but when we do movement screens, then we know what you're deficient in when it comes to movement. So in that capacity, we look at, do you have mobility problems? Do you have stability problems? Or do you have motor control problems? And as we go through that, each one of those things determines what kind of exercise we prescribe. Now, some of them take care of two things, but some of them only take care of one. So the idea of I go to the gym to build up these huge muscles without any kind of consequence to my movement is old thinking. Actually, it's kind of modern thinking who's forgotten the past. Because if we go back as early as the 30s and the 40s, when we still did calisthenics, we weren't body sculpting. That's a 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s kind of issue. Now, I'm grateful to the movements of CrossFit who brought some of those movements back, but before it was about quality. One of my mentors, Gray Cook, always says, "Kalos stenos," beautiful strength. We've gotten away from our fundamentals. We've gotten away from the fundamental things that every human needs. And then we're trying to build muscle on top of that. And that has created a generation of the most hip replacements, the most knee replacements, the most surgeries, and the poorest function that we've ever had. So when I talk to you about mobility and stability and motor control, these are the supplement exercises to a deficient diet and movement. And let's face it, our modern society is deficient in many, many things, and one of them is movement. So join in, tune in, participate, join our classes. We'd love to have you join us on these Move Right Mondays or Moving Right any day of the week. Thanks for being with us.